Today is August 13th, 2018. At approximately 8:05 in the morning today, I just woke up. I was in a deep sleep. Yesterday, I had prayed that I would hear God's voice clearly and that He would talk to me and help me to remember some of the many prophecy dreams that He has given me. I've been going through a lot these last 3 years. I lost my son through domestic violence. I was in a really terrible domestic violence relationship, and my ex-boyfriend strangled me, and I died and came back for 30 minutes. And basically, I've just been through a lot of drama and trauma lately, so I wasn't really ready yet to really post any of my videos. I didn't really know for sure if they're from God or not, so I wanted to pray about it, but this one I know for a fact it is. So in this dream, like I said, I was praying earlier, and I heard something. I heard somebody call my name, but I wasn't really sure who it was, so I wound up just saying okay. And I went in this vision, and as I was going in the vision, I heard chanting really, really loud. And it seemed like it was getting louder and louder and louder and louder. And as it was getting louder and louder and louder, it seemed like my heart was pounding really fast, and I couldn't really breathe, and I kept sneezing, I kept coughing, and I just felt like really crappy. And so at that point, I was just kind of like, well, you know what? Maybe he'll talk to me through a dream. So why won't I just try to go to sleep and try taking Benadryl or Claritin and try to get some rest, So I wanted to go to sleep at approximately 1 o'clock in the morning. I heard the chanting again. It seemed like it was getting louder and louder and louder. So I went in this vision. As I went in the vision, I actually went down the stairs from my house, and I went outside in the back, and I saw these people, and they were like chanting, and they were yelling and screaming, and they were telling me like, Por-shi-a, like, this is all your fault, like you did this to yourself. And remind you, before I went to sleep, I was actually listening to the Bible. And I remember, like I said, chanting and more chanting and more chanting. So I started getting closer to them. And finally, I almost got to the people. And at the last minute, something told me, like, don't go over there. So at the last minute, I turned around and I started running. And I ran and I ran and I ran and I ran as fast as I could. And I was just like, why? Like, why is somebody doing this to me? And I remembered my background on what my mom did when I was little. When I was little, my mom was really into santeria and black magic and voodoo and stuff like that. And I remember she used to lie and say it was my dad. And I found out as an adult that it was actually her and her new boyfriend. And what she would do is she'll do different spells, and she'll speak word curses over me and my brother. And it would cause us to do things that we didn't know we were doing. So that's basically what I dreamed about. And that's what freaked me out, because I thought my mom was doing it to me again. But it wasn't her. And let's get back to the dream. So in the dream, I saw pictures of myself on the ground, and I seen blood all over it, but it wasn't human blood, it was animal blood. And I saw the animals laying on the street. And I began to cry, and I was like, why, God? Like, why is somebody doing this to me? And before I knew it, I heard something else, and I couldn't recognize what the sound was. And I began to feel something crawling on me, and the ground shaking at the same time. And I was like, what's going on? And I was scared. And I remember I went the second part of the dream, and I believe I was in hell because I remember being tortured and feeling like my body was, feeling like my soul and my spirit was separated from my body. And feeling like my body was not there no more, just my soul and my spirit. I thought to myself, like, what is going on? Something's happening. Somebody's trying to do some type of spell over me because it doesn't make sense. Like, none of this is making sense. So I began to remember the things that happened to me when I was possessed before. And I was scared, thinking to myself, like, God, like, what's going on? Please help me. I don't want to be taken over. I don't want to be evil. I want to be with you, Jesus. I want to be with you. And so I began to pray. And as I was praying, something happened. I don't know what. And I ended up coming back to my body. And now I'm walking up the street. And I see some familiar people that I knew that were so-called friends or family members or associates. I begin to cry and think to myself, is it really them? I get closer and I recognize, yes, it is them. And it hurts me so much because I thought I was over with this. And I started to see myself judging people. I started seeing myself beating people up, hurting them, have an astral projection, things happening, like when I'm going out of my body and I'm doing like stuff over people, and me hurting people, bringing pain to people, and it was scary. I was like, why am I doing that? Because I know it's not my fault. I'm not trying to. It's not like I'm purposely trying to do that to people. So I began to really, like, in the dream, like, try to wake myself up. And I couldn't. And so finally, I woke up at the last minute. And I noticed that 2 of my roommates were acting really strange. And 3 of the people that I know personally from, like, an old shelter I used to be in, they start acting weird. And my mom, she has not contacted me. And if you notice, look really closely, my eyes are swollen. And I don't know exactly why. I just woke up that way. And I'm just like, what is going on? You know, something's not right. So I just wanted to let you guys know that there is people out here that are trying to take us away from the Lord. And they're trying to destroy us and destroy what God has for us and take us away from God. So I don't know if anybody's going to be touched by this dream or not. Like I said, I haven't done a video in a long time. And I know you're probably thinking like, wow, she's like kind of rambling, but it's just shocking, you know? Like, I can't believe that I went to sleep last night like this. And somebody that I thought was my best friend is actually out being used by the devil to try to destroy me and trying to take me away from the God. So the scripture, when I woke up, there was actually a scripture playing. It was 1 Corinthians 6, the whole chapter. That one was playing. And also another good one was that God reminded me of that I actually used before was 2 Timothy 1:7. For God have not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. And I was just kind of like shocked. But please let me know if you think that you know what it really means, because I've had another similar dream to this that I saw my mom, my stepdad, my ex-boyfriend Christopher, the one that tried to kill me. I saw my ex-best friend Angela, her boyfriend Gustavo. I saw a bunch of people that I know, family members and friends, and they were chanting and they were stirring this really big pot and throwing pictures of me in a really big pot, and I was starting to form in the pot, but it wasn't me though. It was some type of demonic force that was pretending to act like me, talk like me, and dress like me and walk with me. And it was really scary, the whole dream. And it freaked me out. And since I've had that dream, actually 3 people said they saw it. So honestly, I'm just telling you guys straight up right now. If God gives you a dream or a vision, make sure you pray about it and ask God if it's really something that you need to tell people about. Because I know that for a fact, this is something I need to tell people about, because I need to know. I can't really interpret this one. Out of all the dreams that I've had before in my life, this one's really hard for me because it's actually about me and about things that people were doing over me. So I never knew that I was getting this spiritually attacked, but I'm starting to realize now it's getting closer and closer to the time of when Jesus is coming back. And a lot of people are posting their videos, and I actually posted a lot of stuff before, and somebody deleted a lot of my stuff that God told me about that I actually posted on the videos. So I hope it touches somebody. But thank you, and maybe you can help me to really understand what God's trying to tell me, because right now I need help. Have a good day.